Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Marsha with Buy Sell Plan. And if you're new here, I welcome you to my little corner of the internet where I do a lot of videos on functional planning, sharing how I do daily planning, monthly planning, weekly planning for my real estate business, my Buy Sell Plan business, and all the things. And then for those returning, welcome back. So we are going to be recapping the week of March 10th and then planning for the week of March the 17th. And let's quickly just go through my inserts. I switched pens. If you remember from last week, or was it my last video or my last plan with my last weekly plan with me, I was in this pen and shared how I just wasn't, I didn't have pen piece. This is the Jinhao. Got it off Amazon, very inexpensive, but very pretty. And it just was inconsistent and would skip. So I just switched into this and I inked it with blue. This is my Ellington pen. This is the Alpine Rose, I believe that's what it's called. I have two of these, medium nib and fine nib. These are one of my favorites. I do have a discount code for Ellington pens if you are interested. But anyhow, I was using my TWSBI all week with inked with burgundy. And although it's really nice, I don't know, I miss my blue. Anyways, so yeah, it was a good week. I felt much better. I was sick for a little over a week, and I definitely feel much better now. Although this week I was a little bit tired, and I guess I wasn't 100% better, even though mentally I felt that I was. I didn't get really to my tasks here. I did do calls 3 times. I got some CMAs done, mileage done, stats. As far as my personal routines here, I did some yoga and I did work in my manifestation journal. But it certainly wasn't a home run this week. So we had beautiful weather at the beginning of the week, like 15 degrees Celsius, 10 degrees Celsius. And I started to play around with these little stamps that I bought at a stationery store in Halifax, Nova Scotia, when I was there in the fall. So I've had these for a while and haven't used them, so I thought, let's use them this week. And I just think they're so adorable. But anyhow, yeah, we went for a walk on this day. Well, you know what? I'm not going to go through all of this because when I did my midweek plan with me on Wednesday, I went through that. So this is how my Wednesday ended up going. Wednesday was a colder day, and it was pretty productive. I did do my yoga, and then I filmed my daily plan with me and edited the video, and I did some calls, and then I had a visit with my best friend. He cuts our hair, so she was over cutting my husband's hair, and then we had a nice visit. And then I called some more leads later in the day, and then of course watched our shows. And then Thursday was a nice day. It was pretty much sunny all week, which was just so lovely because it's been cloudy, I feel, for weeks. Just 10 degrees, just absolutely beautiful. We kind of played hooky this day. I did some work. I got some birthday cards done, client birthday cards. And then we decided we're just going to go to the lake. We just wanted to get out of the city, get out of the noise. And we went to the lake. We checked in on our cottage. And it was just so beautiful. Cannot wait for cottage season. So that's what we did on Thursday. So I had to transfer a lot of my tasks. And then Friday, yesterday was 14 degrees, so beautiful. And let's see here. Yes, I did go to the gym. I did the rowing machine. It was my first day back at the gym. I didn't push it. I wanted to do weights, but I thought, no, it's my first day back. I haven't worked out really in over a week because I was sick. So that felt really good. And then did lots of follow-up. We have a lease listing right now and we're getting a lot of leads. So I'm doing a lot of qualifying before booking showings. So my week has primarily been that, although I have done my follow-up calls as well. And then that's pretty much it. Did some laundry. We've started a new show on Netflix called Stay Close. Oh my gosh, it is good. Yeah, book showings, did my calls, a couple of videos I wanted to film that I just haven't been in the mood to film. And then this is today. So today is Saturday and we are now 7 o'clock at night. So I do need to update my planner. And you know what? I had all of these plans of things that I wanted to film and things I wanted to do, but I crashed this afternoon. So, for those of you who have been with me for a long time, you know that I'm going through some hormonal changes with perimenopause. And after 14 days, my cycle started today. And so I had like a really tired spell today. And oh, it's just horrible. So usually I like to film my planning videos like earlier in the day. But anyways, I got a second win now, so that's why I almost didn't film it at all because of how awful I felt earlier, but I'm glad that I feel better. So yeah, that was not a nice surprise today, and it was a surprise. Gosh, if you are a woman going through this, you know the inconsistencies can be just not pleasant. Okay, so my weekly planning tasks here, we're gonna do weekly today. This is my planning task card where I have my daily planning, my daily admin tasks, weekly planning, and monthly planning. This is available in our shop if you are interested. And if you would like this to be more custom to suit your business and your day, let me know. We absolutely can do that for you. But this is a game changer for me. It really helps me stay on track to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. So first up for my weekly planning is to recap my task card. So let's go through that. I wanted to do mobility 3 times this week. I did do some shoulder mobility exercises yesterday at the gym. Oh, I didn't check that off. But that's it. So I didn't get my 3 times in. I was just really tired this week. And then yoga 2 times. I did yoga 1 time. I mean, I might do yoga tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. But as it stands right now, I did not do yoga 2 times. I did do my manifestation journal. And then for my real estate business, I wanted to do calls 2 or 3 times, and I did. I did my calls 3 times. And then I wanted to get 4 CMAs in. I did 3. So that's good. And then checking in with Ryan daily. I just put not applicable here because of how I was feeling. He pretty much took over the lease. So I did all the qualification calls. He was showing the property and he was doing all of the admin stuff. So that was really our focus this week, is qualifying to find a good tenant for our clients. So yeah, that wasn't really applicable this week. And then for my buy-sell plan, I wasn't able to get anything done. So that was my goal today, was to really focus on that, because this week has been more of a busy with real estate, but such is life. That's how it worked. Okay, so let's go through my numbers here. So I did 22 contacts and 1 lead, which was a referral. Love referrals, they're my favorite. And that's it. I didn't book any appointments, didn't go on any appointments, didn't sign any new contracts, like new clients on. So that's how I did with my numbers. March is showing to be definitely much calmer than what February was, which is kind of a good thing, because I ended up getting sick, and then, hormonal things. And so, yeah, it worked out. It's funny how the universe does that, eh? All right, next up, reviewing my current month's goals. So let's see here. So this was week 2. I did do my call sessions. And that was it for this week. Okay. And then this month's goals here. So for those of you who are new, I make all of my own inserts and they are available in my shop. These are my goal planning inserts. And so this is where I write my goals and then I put them down here in my month. So everything that you see here, I have here, and then this helps me to elaborate and zero in on what my focuses need to be each week to help me get to these goals. So I just like to flip here just in case. And then I also like to look at the goals that I set for this quarter. I did get back into reading. So if you remember last week's planning video, I talked about how when I was sick, I just only wanted to watch TV. I didn't want to read, but I did get back into reading. So I read Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night before bed. So that's good. So apart from me being sick, I've been doing pretty good with my reading. Monthly market update. I did do my monthly market update this month. Haven't really got into the content stuff for my real estate business. Habit Tracker's doing really well with that. Haven't developed our content calendar yet. I want to make an exercise tracker because I am missing, even though it's in my Apple Fitness, which I have on my phone as well. So that's where it tracks all of my exercise for the month. Yeah, I miss tracking it on paper. So I do want to make one of those and then film my first series. That's not going to happen this month. There's just too much to plan and I just have not had the bandwidth really. Okay, set next week's goals. So we're going to set my tasks for next week and setting my goals for next week. All right, so my main three focuses are my wellness, my real estate business, and buy sell plan. I always do wellness at the top because I feel that that's the most important. So if I'm taking care of myself, then I will have the energy and stamina to dedicate to my business. So for my wellness, it's 2 to 3 mobility workouts this week, yoga / strength, depending on what I have the energy for. So 2 of those. My manifestation journal, and then foam roll 3 times. Stretching only does so much, so foam rolling really helps to loosen up my muscles, so my legs and my glutes. So I don't do it enough, and I know that I need to do it more, so I'm gonna get back to that. And then for my real estate business, doing calls twice a week, 3 CMAs. My goal was 4 last week because I set a goal to do 2 CMAs a month, but because I didn't do, 2 CMAs per week, 8 for the month. And because I didn't do any the first week, I set a goal to do 4 this week. So I did 3. So therefore I need to do 3 this week, this coming week, and then I'll be on track. And then check in as needed with Ryan on the day-to-day. And then for buy sell plan edit, I did film a video sharing how I make my privacy folder. So I will be editing that and getting that up in the coming week. And then I do want to film another video. I've got some ideas. So I need to narrow it down. So that's why there's nothing written there, just film. So I know that I need to film a video. Okay, that's that. And I'm just going to see if there's anything I need to add here. So I just added here, I changed that to 3 CMAs instead of 2, and then 10:30 evening routine. I've fallen off a little bit with that. So I need to get back to starting my evening routine at 10:30, because I know I feel better the next day when I'm going to bed earlier and starting my routine earlier. I've just been binging Gilmore Girls, you guys. That show is so good. I love it so much. So yeah, I need to scale back and then finish health notes. I do have some health appointments this coming week. And so I have these health notes inserts that we just added to our shop. Yeah, so where you write the where you write the practitioner's name or doctor's name, the date of your appointment, the reason for the appointment, any notes, and then diagnosis and recommendations go here. And so I've started that. So I have 2 appointments this week. They're behind here. I'm not going to show them because it's private. But yeah. So what I'm using this notes part for is the reason why I'm going to see the that particular person. So reason for the appointments, like, so I have one, it's a 4-month checkup, and then kind of symptoms or things that are going on that I want to talk to them about. And then, yeah, so that's how I'm using that. So I started it. I just need to finish it so that I'm good to go for that appointment or for those appointments. Okay, next week's task card, check master task list. Let's see if there's anything here that needs to be transferred. Okay, that's that. I started those notes, so I'll put a dot there because that is started. All right, transfer tasks and schedule my week. So this is next week here. So I am just going to, I'm going to transfer any tasks from my weekly task list here. So I'm going to go through this and see if there's anything to transfer over. I'm going to make my task list, write in my routines, and there's nothing really to schedule. I have my 2 appointments here. Tuesday is going to be a pretty busy day. And then other than that, I don't have any appointments. So this shouldn't take too long. Okay, done. I just love how this looks with the blue. I've got pen piece again, you guys. All right. That's it. That is my week. I do know that I'll be getting together either Monday or Wednesday with my sister. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Wednesday now. And then setting up a date with my best friend. So those 2 things will kind of interrupt my work day because we make a day out of it when we get together. So not sure exactly yet when those days are going to be, but as it stands right now, it's pretty wide open except Tuesday is the only day that I'm not available. I do need to book a CMA for this week. We talked about that after March break. This current week was March break, so I do need to confirm that. So yeah, so I know that things are going to get booked, just don't know when yet. So there you go. That is my plan with me. That's how I recap my week and set new goals and intentions for the following week. I hope that was enjoyable and beneficial for you. If you have questions, please let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching, and let me know how your week has gone. Did you have a productive week? Did everything go according to plan this week? It's okay if it didn't, but I would still like to know. I used to be hard on myself if things didn't go 100% the way that I wanted. And now I'm so much better at giving myself grace and not putting that pressure on myself, because tomorrow is another day. We can't do everything. We can do anything, but we can't do everything, right? And especially we can't do everything in one day. And I've learned to pace myself. Like, I'll set goals, like I'm going to do laundry, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And sometimes just doing my laundry, washing, drying, folding, and putting away in the same day is enough. And that's okay. And then there's other days that I'm just on fire and I'm doing so much because I have great energy, and that's okay too. Yeah, so just accepting that and being okay with that. And that has taken me a long time to get to this place, but I'm not perfect at it, but I'm doing better. But anyhow, that's it. Thanks again, you guys, for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.